everyone, welcome to Drama Decode. I'm your host, Aixi, and today we are going to exploring one of the most fascinating tools in dramatic writing, metaphor. Metaphors are everywhere in our posts, our conversations, and of course in the theater. To understand how they work in drama, we have a special guest today, Ma Jingwu. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here. Metaphors are one of my favorite literary elements because they make us play speak beyond the words. They allow emotions, conflicts, and ideas to be expressed in such a powerful and imaginative way.
That's beautifully said. Speak beyond words, I love that. But for our audience, could you briefly explain what a metaphor actually is?
Of course, a metaphor is when we describe one thing as if it were another to show a deeper or symbolic meaning, but without using words like as or like. For example, if a character says, "My heart is an empty stage," they don't literally mean that their heart is a theater. Instead, the metaphor shows loneliness or emptiness, that their emotions have no actors, no audience, and no life.
That's a great example. It really makes emotion visible. How about in famous plays? Are there any memorable metaphors you'd like to share?
There are many, and one of the most famous comes from Shakespeare's Macbeth. Macbeth says, "Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage." Here, Shakespeare compares life to an actor, someone who performs for a short while and then disappears. It's a metaphor for the temporary and meaningless nature of human existence.
Wow, that's so poetic. And a big thought too. So metaphors help us feel the emotion behind the words.
Exactly. Without metaphors, dialogue might sound flat, but with them, even simple lines can carry layers of meaning. Take modern drama for example. In Arthur Miller's Life of a Salesman, the seeds that Willie plants represent his desire to leave something behind, to grow success and hope. Yet the seeds never grow, just like the dreams. That's a powerful metaphor about failure and illusion.
That's such a meaningful connection. I never thought seeds could say so much. So in drama, metaphors aren't only in words, they can also appear in the stage design, props, or actions, right?
Absolutely. For instance, dim lighting might symbolize confusion or fear. A cracked mirror on stage could represent a character's broken identity. Even silence can work as a metaphor. A pause that says something unspeakable. Metaphors don't just decorate a play, they make the audience feel and think.
That's fascinating. I can see why metaphors are such a powerful storytelling tool. But for students who are learning to write drama, how can they create metaphors that feel natural and not too forced?
Thank you for this question. It's really a good question. My advice is start with emotion and experiences. Don't try to add a metaphor. Let it grow naturally from the character's feelings. Ask yourself, what image represents this emotion? For example, jealous might feel like a storm inside the heart, or hope could be a candle in the dark. Once you find that image, your metaphor will feel alive and authentic.
That's wonderful advice. Before we end, could you summarize why metaphors are so essential in drama?
Of course, metaphors are the soul of dramatic language. They turn ordinary words into emotional experiences, connect the audience to the story, and reveal meanings that can be seen directly. A good metaphor doesn't just describe, it transforms. It lets us see feelings, hear silence, and touch ideas. That's the magic of the drama.
Beautifully said, Jingru. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. And thank you to our audience for joining us today. Remember, in every great play, there is always more than what we meet the eye. So you guys at final episode.
And I think for the final episode, I remember it will talk about the character, right?
Yes, it's my part actually.
Wow, I can't wait to see the next chapter.
Okay, see you.